Welcome back, everybody. My name is Nigel, and of course, you guys know I'm going to bring you guys the best finance content out there. So today we're going to be talking about primary trade lines, what they are, should you get them, do you need them, what they're going to do to your credit report, and should you be paying for them. So, of course, right now, primary trade lines is a big thing going on in the credit realm, in the finance realm, all the way around the board because authorized user trade lines have been taking big hits lately due to the banks not liking authorized user trade lines and starting to pick up on them and starting to take advantage of different methods to shut them down. However, on the other side, you have primary trade lines, which are, accounts that are in your name specifically, your personal accounts, and you have companies that are able to, give you primaries or sell you primaries. So people are now starting to kind of take that route, and it's usually a lot cheaper than the authorized user route. But should you be taking that route? Is a primary trade line the right thing for you? What are they? Are they a scam? What's going on with these things? So I saw someone today post about this, and this is why I specifically wanted to cover this topic today, because I saw someone post today and they said, I applied for this primary trade line. I bought it from this company, one of the newer primary trade line companies. And originally I got it. It reported to all three bureaus. It was great. And then boom, about a month in, they stopped reporting to my TransUnion. They showed the account is being removed from my credit report. Did I get scammed? What happened? What should I do? Should I close the account out? What's going on? Okay, so here's what happened. What happened was you paid for an account through a new primary trade line company. So when you did that, this company hasn't been established for very long and it hasn't been reporting to the bureaus for very long. So what happens is when these companies come in, the bureaus start auditing these companies to see, well, are people using the cards? What's going on with them? Are they just selling data to people? Are they backdating data? Are they using, illegitimate practices? And so that particular company that you paid for your trade line through, the credit bureau was looking at that company and monitoring the data. And a lot of these companies think that they're smart enough to beat out the credit bureaus. And temporarily, they may beat out the credit bureaus, but in the long haul, they eventually get caught. So this company, like I said, a new company, hasn't been audited very many times, and they're selling all these trade lines. They're charging this annual fee, which is basically the fee that they're going to charge you every year to keep this trade line open, even though it's worthless to you because the products are always overpriced. You're never going to buy anything from any of these companies unless these companies force you to buy something from them. And the trade lines, they don't give you any benefits. There's no cash back. There's no nothing that's going to benefit you in the sense of what people go and get credit cards for. So now you're looking at this primary account that you have and you're like, okay, well, what's going on with it? So no, you didn't get scammed. You got what you paid for. However, the bureaus picked up on it, so they shut down. This one particular bureau picked up on it, so they shut down this account. So now they're not reporting it anymore. So now you're still getting your trade line on those other two bureaus. Should you close the account out? That is up to perception, and everyone's going to tell you different things. Some people are going to say, well, you already paid for it, so keep it open for 11 months or a year and then close it when it's due. You're going to have other people who are going to tell you close it now. You're going to have other people who are going to tell you in hindsight you should have never opened it. And then you're going to have some people who are going to tell you, no, keep the account and keep it going for years. My personal opinion, if you've already paid for the account and you're stuck with it, keep it up until it's time to renew it. When it comes time for that next annual fee, then remove it off of your report. You don't want to keep these accounts open for too long because even once they're removed from your even once you close the account, they're not removed from your report for another 7 years. So you're still going to have to sit there and look at this mistake that you made for the next 7 years. Now, when it comes down to getting these accounts initially, I'm sure you can already kind of tell my viewpoints on getting these accounts. Why would you go and open an account that is not going to benefit you in the way of rewards just because they're going to be reporting data? However, they also report as consumer finance companies. And consumer finance companies report as high risk. Anytime you go and get a credit card and it's not issued through a bank, it's reported as a high risk card. So it actually flagged your profile as high risk when you go to apply for other cards. So this could cause you to get denials as well as lower limits from other places. So when you get these cards and your intention is, I'm going to get these cards to build up my report, and then you turn around and you try to go to a bigger bank, you try to go to Chase or American Express and one of these other banks, and they see these accounts on your report, then the first thing they do is they get skeptical because they're like, okay, well, this person had to have previously had bad credit in order for them to be turning around to come to us once they had an account like that. Why would they have an account like this? Because at some point they had bad credit. Even if you're new to credit, their assumption, depending on your age, is going to be that you had poor credit prior because you applied through a consumer finance company. Why didn't you take that, $150, put $50 more with it, and go and get a secured card or get something issued through a bank? How did you find out about this other small company that's issuing credit rather than, finding out about a bank first? Which one makes more sense? Who are you going to go to when you're looking for a credit product, when you're looking for a lending product? Are you going to go to your bank, or are you going to go to some random place that we've never heard of? And this is what ends up happening. And when it's looked at on your report, the banks can see it, and it does raise a red flag. So once again, these accounts are not scams. Yes, they do report. Yes, they can be used. I feel like unless you're in a situation of, bankruptcy and you're trying to report something to your report while you're building and getting out, and then there's still other alternatives that I can give you guys over these accounts. Do not use these accounts. Steer clear of them as much as possible. Ask more questions. When someone tells you, oh, go get this card because it's a $5,000 or $10,000 trade line, tell them to show you that they've have these accounts on their report and that these accounts have led them to getting other high limit cards. Tell them to show you that, to prove that to you. I want you guys to be more skeptical and to take more time out to actually research these accounts and find the accounts that fit you best and find the accounts that are going to be most beneficial to you in the long run. Because like I said, when you make mistakes like these, you end up stuck with them for a minimum of 7 years. And once you've paid a $100 annual fee, yes, you can say, okay, I'm going to take the loss, I'm going to charge it to the game, whatever you want to call it. However, at the end of the day, you still are going to want to get your biggest benefit of having that account open, because again, if you close it early, it's going to affect your account age now. So you want to have at least a year history reported from this account. So they put you in these rough situations when you get these types of accounts. So I just want you guys to take that time out, think, educate yourself on these accounts, and definitely pay attention to what you're signing yourself up for and what you are paying for. With that being said, as always, we want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, share these videos out, and follow us on social media, subscribe to us on YouTube. Be a part of this family so that you're the first to get this information, and make sure that you are taking home the information that you need to be successful. As always, thank you. We love you. And